This is Bernie here. I'm live, and I think if we go back through and anyone wants to go check ever, I have about two episodes full of bloopers for just trying to get this off. I am live. This is Bernie. I suppose I'll be talking about whatever, plenty of shit. And I thought, well, it's taken me a while to get this up and going, but I thought fucking neighbour showed me some other YouTube stuff, and they're fucking shit. They're dickheads. So I might as well be, like I'm a little bit more of an intelligent dickhead. But look, these guys are Muppets. So I'll give it a go myself. I apologise for the background. I've been far-assing around, and I think I look like a bit of a disco head, 70s queen. Galileo. Um, I just talk random stuff, and I wanted to start off tonight, look, I do AOD work. I'm pretty good at it. And talking about your undies, smoke, marijuana, weed, whatever you want to call it. But it's farcical that we have laws that you could smoke 2 days beforehand and still get busted. I mean, if you do heavy smoke, I smoke occasionally. I don't smoke a lot anymore. I smoke cigarettes, which is being a burn person, you probably shouldn't smoke. I'd like to just say that I'd like to sort of use the line that I used to smoke, but the fireys put me out. But it yeah, like it's we shouldn't smoke. But anyway, look, so smoking your undies, it's certainly not a criminal issue. I'm just going to head off because I'm going to come back to this. I just need to see if this worked, because if it didn't work, look, I'm doing all this for nothing. And seriously, there's 11 minutes of me miming this shit out before. So if there's any lip readers, that was a much better presentation. I can't believe I did it then. No sound. So if there's any lip readers, please do that for me and sort it for me. Let me know what I said. Yeah. Okay, so what do you got? Live, 212. Does that mean there's 215 people watching? I mean, that's a fucking trip out. Seriously. 215 people watching me, you fucking Muppets. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing with your life? If you're out there, you might be wondering why I fucking look like this. Like, I went to sleep and woke up 3 months later. It was a house fire. Yeah, so got to die a couple of times. I'm not very good at that. Get to be, I'm a regiment, not good at death. But anyway, get back to Smoko. Yeah, Yandy. So like I have, I suppose, bias. I don't drink anymore. I used to, but I'm a fucking dickhead when I'm drunk. So gave that a miss. But alcohol cleans itself from your body really quickly. Why? Because it's a fucking poison, mate. It's listed as a toxin. So your body just goes, fuck this, I don't want it anymore. Gets rid of it real quick. Therefore, you can go up and be 0.05 or lower the next day. Yandy doesn't do that. Yandy, it's like it rests in the fat cells. It's like the fucking body must love it. I'll take care of you in the fat cells. But so it sits there. But does that mean you're staying like fucking 2 days later? I don't think so. And whether people like it or not, this is how people get access to other drugs. It is. As soon as you prohibit something, it's a black market. And if you black market shit, you're going to set up fucking people making money on other people's misery, and you will get shit. There's stuff in smoke now. It's called PGR, and it's a growth hormone, and it's fucking shit, mate. It makes you buzz, but you get more yield and faster yield. So it's a business. What the fuck? This wouldn't happen if it was regulated. If it was a regulated, and let's face it will make money and stuff. I mean, I think it's proven that overseas. Australia, we're fucking so far. Australia, irony of ironies, fucking the only place, right? Well, the place where it's actually easiest, the laws are laxest is in the ACT, where all the politicians live. Mate, does anyone at all find this fucking, like at all? Does anyone find this in the least bit strange? And in the ACT, you can have pot, you can have personal use, blah blah blah. But fucking mate, you get caught in Queensland, you're fucking doing jail sentences. What a fucking joke. I mean, seriously, what a joke. That's it's drug and alcohol abuse set aside is different matter, and obviously I'll talk about that sort of stuff in depth and much more depth in other stuff. This is basically just to get me going, and as I said, to take out marijuana from the criminal system, it's gonna fucking alleviate some of the pressure on the police to bust people with smoko, and I know that most of them don't like doing it. And B, it's going to put money, it saves fucking an inordinate amount of money, a huge amount. It's ridiculous. If they were channeled into, as I know this has been, people have been banging on us for ages, but channel it into the welfare sector, and not only, but hundreds of years. Drugs, why do you use this? What do you do? And it's obviously to make you feel good, like we just don't feel like we don't like feeling bad. That's fucking, why would you want to feel bad? So we take drugs, or we use drugs. We don't fucking take it. We use them to give ourselves a bit. But like fucking beggars belief, I go, well, why do you take it? Oh, fuck, man, I just wake up in the morning. I thought, fuck it. I'm just going to fucking take everything, Fucking, why do you think we take it? So many piss, like people get like getting pissed, like socially acceptable alcohol. But there's a lot of arguments, and I haven't made them very well tonight, and I'm sure I will. I've been actually looking at live numbers, and if these are numbers that the people who watched me, as I said a couple of minutes ago, thank you. But seriously, what the fuck have you got? Are you doing with your life? But yeah, look, as I said, I'll talk about more depth in depth later. But as marijuana goes, seriously, it should not be an issue, and we've come far enough in society to see there's benefits, like this. And then, look, go back on urban mix, and I think there's a bit of validity to this one. I'm going to say, like back in the day, right? Hemp used to be made for everything. But hemp was fucking ropes, shit, everything, man. Like, hemp was it. And DuPont and people like that were in the early days of plastics, and plastics came along. And I think 30 years later that hemp and its associated products, not just a dope plant, there's differences once again, dealt with in another thing. Suffice to say, the word hemp became an evil thing. Hemp was bad. And it's come on to, seriously, in this day and age, man, like fucking in a world where there has not been one day in human history ever, never, and I've researched, man, I don't know all the dates, but there's never, as far as I can tell, been a time where there's been no conflict on this planet, right? And yet we fucking fret about these other little things like that. Let that go. Free the money up. Make it social. The more socially aware we are with all, it's not about. It's a bigger picture. Socially aware and socially accepting of certain things. It flows on. We become more accepting of others and understanding, and the fact that a lot of the, I'm sort of mid-range age, like I'm closer to the finish line, a lot closer to the finish line than I am to the fucking start. But 50 odd. But like, what's it now? 600. I've fucking dropped. What are you doing? Fucking 100 people have fucked off. Where's gone? Fuckers. Dead set fuckers. But uh yeah, so what I'm saying is, like, it's a metaphor for other things, it's like it flows on and we become accepting, but to put people in Nick for fucking, dope use and stuff like that. I know it doesn't happen as much anymore, but in certain states, and I'm looking at Queensland, and the NT to a certain extent, but certainly Queensland, fucking, they're fucking backward up there, mate. You get posted with fucking an ounce, and you fucking, you get pinched. You fucking sometimes fucking get do the cells, like and people, and I learnt this. I'm going to turn off in 5 minutes, but I'll leave a friend, and he fucking doesn't do anything. He's younger than me. He's younger and stuff, but he fucking doesn't do anything. No drugs, nothing. Drinks, no cigarettes, no yardy, no nothing, but drinks. And I was talking to him about the New Zealand situation. Now, in New Zealand, they tried to pass that law, and the law stated that you could have an ounce of dope, right? A day. And I don't know how many plants it was, but seriously, it was about an ounce a day or half an ounce. You know what? It was an ounce. Anyone who's smoking an ounce of dope a day, you can't. It's physically impossible. You're not going to have it. It's not going to happen. You'd have to fucking chong. It's not going to. So it's all about the amounts. And he was spun out because he didn't think. Oh, I said, "Fucking well, that's 28. You know, that's you know, that's a fucking lot of smoke. You know what I mean?" And he said, "Oh, I don't know." And I said, "I was smoking, drinking 3 slabs in a night." And you said, "It's just not going to happen. You're not going to drink 3 slabs in a night. That's um, so they make these laws and set them up to fucking fail. You know, like if you put a law up like that, people have no idea. They go, oh fuck, you know, and it fucking fails. And it's aligned. If it didn't have misinformation, and if people were more informed, it would have fucking got over easy. And I think there's enough people out there to say, listen, we're not that shit. There's more important things in the world that we fucking worry about than someone smoking a joint. And if you have a joint a night, and you can keep it and you go to work like you got no fucking issue whatsoever, trust me. If you're smoking 50 joints, not going to work and fucking that's all you're doing, selling your fucking furniture, you know, and you know, you got issues. But if you're not doing that, fucking, and as I said, it becomes a part, it's a pleasure. You go and you have your dinner, blah, 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 instead of sitting down and having a couple of beers or a scotch or two a night, you know, you have a joint. Big fucking deal. Who cares? But in the world, in the legal sense today, if you did that for a couple of weeks, just one joint a night, you would then have THC. And if you do get drugged, but there is a chance that you could get fucking, and that's fucking farcical. That's a laugh. I laugh, ha, I laugh, ha, ha, ha. What a fucking joke. This isn't a light society. So I'd argue till I'm blue in the face, and I do argue. And there's other fucking legal issues which I'm arguing at the moment. And I will tell it because, man, like, if anyone has eggs and graces, I'll tell you this, man. You look at someone, you tell them, man, like, I imagine the Queen having a shit in the morning. And she's just like me. She has a shit too, and everyone. So there's no airs and graces, no to be put upon. Um, yeah, the legal ramifications of these things are not only they can be fucking life changing and life altering, and that's not fair, mate. You know. So anyway, that's my bitch. My name's Bernie. I'm fucking if 1,252 people, 53, 54 people are on there now. I'm really happy. Um, but you know what? These are not glasses. This is my disguise, right? This is what I do, fucking, to hide myself. Yeah, they're good hunting, fucking. Now you see me, now you don't, sort of thing. Um, but I'm looking at it and I can't really see. I can see my fucking ugly mug and the disco fucking effects, but I couldn't see up there live. So I'm looking at the numbers, thinking they're clicking up, being likes and stuff. That's how long I've been going for. I'm Bernie.